Hi everyone, my name is Jamil Raziman. Hope everyone is well and please stay safe during this pandemic. Today I will be talking about Industry Revolution 4.0. Before we go to Industry Revolution 4.0, let me introduce the history of Industry Revolution. The Industry Revolution means the transition of new manufacturing process. This includes the transition of using hand production method to using a machine. Those were produced by hand, but now the machinized version, it can produce more volume in the same time. Refer to this picture, this and this. The very first industrial revolution, or IR 1.0, this happened during the 70s toward to the 18th century. The most of the mechanical production equipment are powered by steam. The use of steam power for industrial purpose was a big breakthrough at the period of time in increasing human productivity. The Industrial Revolution 2.0 or IR 2.0, also known as Technological Revolution. This Industrial Revolution happened from late 19th century into 20th century. IR 2.0 mainly focused on mass production assembly lines that require labor and electrical energy. The example for Industrial Revolution 2.0 is Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Motor Company. He adapted this technique into the automobile production. Previously, an entire automobile was assembled only at one station, but now the automobile are produced in partial state on a conveyor belt, which is significantly faster and, of course, at a lower cost. Now we are come to the third industrial revolution, or IR 3.0, where most mechanized equipment are now programmed and computerized. The revolution begins since the 1970s into 20th century. Partially, automobile is evolving during memory, programmable control, and computers. With this, we are now able to automate an entire production process without human assistance. Okay, now that is IR 1.0 to IR 3.0. We are moving forward to IR 4.0 or Industrial Revolution 4.0. What are we going to expect for this IR 4.0? Okay, let me tell you. IR 4.0 is referred to as production or manufacturing-based industry digitalized transformation driven by connecting technologies. Industry 4.0 introduced what is referred as a smart factory, in which several physical systems monitor real-time physical progress of the factory and are able to make decentralized decisions. Example, in Malaysia now we have a settle, which is we can pay our bill, or we can pay before we pump the gas into our car by only using settle apps. And also we have another example is air conditioner, which is we can control the air conditioner by using our phone, which is connected to our Wi-Fi at home. This is built, in this case, IR 4.0 is built up development from IR 3.0. As you can see, we already have production system that already have computer technology. So now we are trying to expand this network connection and have a digital twin on the internet. This will allow communication with other facilities and the output in information themselves. IR 4.0 is trying to achieve the networking of all systems, which is the next step of product automation. This all will lead to a stable physical production system to build smart factories. As such, production system component and people communicate via network and production is almost autonomous. Now, how would this be applied to the industry that I'm in currently? First of all, our company main business is more to piping, pipeline, structure, maintenance and fabrication, which is mean we are more to welding activity. When the industrial revolution begins around 1750, and process known as forged metal was used. It's very simple process that take two or more pieces of metal and the joint area are heated. When the metal is hot enough, you simply hammer them together until they fuse. This is worked well until 1886. In 1886, an inventor who was awarded over 700 patents by the same people, who is Elihu Thomson. This person came up with resistant welding. He was someone who the modern world should be thankful to. Not only he made resistant welding possible, but he still benefit from many of his other electrical inventions. This was the start of the modern welding age, sparkling inventors' mind on how to join metal in different ways. This was the beginning of the end for the mass use of rivets, screw, and bolt to join metal. Welding Revolution 4.0 or Weld 4.0 is the term often used to encapsulate the many opportunities for production, efficiency, and cost saving identified by adopting this digital approach, especially in welding industry, where a leading German welding machine supplier described the future of welding as networked, digital, and paperless. Weld 4.0 involves integrated communications between the welding machine and all other elements of the welding operation. Smart welding software will track everything in the welding procedure specification, i.e. WPS, such as joint characteristics, wire fit speed, amps, volts, weld duration, and heat input. The software record prescribed welding parameters as the joint is created. Thus, there is less reliance on visual weld inspection and manual recording and checking of data. Setup, monitor, and analyzing can all be done in real time and remotely from the fabricator shop floor. Example. So first, automatic generation of complete weld report for factory production control system FPC files without human intervention. 2. Adjustment of optimal robotic welding speeds to maximize productivity. 3. Real-time weld assessments to eliminate rework and rejects. 4. Standardized power sources for all machines at the press of a button. So there are, of course, key barriers to overcome before well 4.0 become a new normal. Concerns about digital security are high and work needs to be done to create recommended standard. In addition, there will be a requirement for significant investment in between or both machinery and training. However, it is feasible to imagine that the next generation of welders will be as skilled in digital program as well in welding. Okay, here the fun facts. What I imagine about 4.0 is more maybe the futurity spec. Maybe one day the welding machine robot like this will go to site to do a piping of pipeline or structure welding. Thank you. Peace.